Hi, and welcome to another edition of Men Are So Smart. Glad you're here. I'm Sweet Lou Gallagher.
And Corvette Ronnie.
And today on the episode, we're talking about practical life skills we may have forgotten to teach our kids. You know, in this world of digital this and digital that, we are analog people. So growing up, our kids may not have been exposed to as many of the things as we were. However, they are still as important. Here is our list. Check it out and see which skills your kids might need a refresher course in. Making a phone call. Kids are great at texting, but most of them are practically unable to manage a simple phone call. While they might not need to call their BFF, making phone calls is still an important skill. Start by having them call a friend or a relative, then move up to calling a store to ask what time they close. Make sure they know to dial 1 before the area code if your carrier and state require it.
That's true. Or maybe call and make some reservations at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And then pay for it.
Okay, now you're pushing it.
Next one would be schedule an appointment. Oh, this one's huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's easier for mom to handle all the appointments since you have a family calendar, but scheduling an appointment is an important skill that kids can start learning in middle school. Does your son have braces? He can start scheduling his own after-school appointments, either as he is leaving the office or calling back later on the phone. Obviously, you set the parameters, but it's an important skill.
To be sure. You know, mom's got a lot going on, and it's funny, we're recording this particular episode today on Saturday, right before Mother's Day, so this is certainly timely. My son, I don't know, he's 21, and he can't go to a doctor's appointment on his own, let alone make an appointment. So, you know, somewhere along the line, something's got to give, I would say. And next on our list of practical life skills we forgot to teach our kids, make a sandwich. It's just really that simple. Seems easy.
Make me a sandwich.
While you're there. Kids can start making their own sandwiches pretty early. And if you didn't start back then, you're paying for it now. Yet, we as parents are often reluctant to give them this responsibility. Trust me on this one, friends. Look at your old buddy Lou. It's not science.
It's not.
Okay? You don't need a degree to make a sandwich.
You know what? I taught my son how to make an omelet.
Yeah?
He makes a great omelet.
You teach a man to fish, he fishes his for 1 day.
Yeah.
Teach a man to fit. What is it?
No. Give a man a fish.
Give a man. You get my point. It's not about fish. It's actually about omelets.
Yeah, and a fish omelet would be kind of awful anyway, I think.
I'm going to pass. I think I'm good.
Next one is pay for something with cash. So, yeah, very easy to whip out the debit card and pay for something. But how about paying for something with cash? Kind of figuring out in your head on the way up there about what the tax is going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Having the correct change ready.
Right.
If you're going to pay in a dollar amount, what the change should be.
Yeah.
Because, holy cow, people at the stores, I went to Dairy Queen, the girl could not make change. I handed her, it was like $4.69, and I gave her $5.09.
Oh, boy.
Totally lost. Totally lost.
You know, I'll tell you something. I can speak to that a little bit because I've worked in the retail field before. Today, in the world, we talked at the top of the episode that this is a digital world. Most cash registers today give those employees the number of the change that they're supposed to give back.
Right.
And so there's no thought process, nor is there loss prevention involved. Follow me?
I'm with you.
A couple of those shortages on your drawer, and next thing you know, you're working someplace else.
Yeah.
So when you factor in that little $4 or $5.09, the system goes haywire. And then they have to think. And then it depends on how smart that person is and whether or not, coming full circle, their parents have taught them how to give, make, or receive the proper change.
It was frustrating to be on my end of it. So
next up, make a bed. I don't think the beds ever get made at the Gallagher compound.
You just sleep in them the next night.
I know. What's the point? You know, you make a bed, you'll be the favorite at Grandma's house the next morning. I know many adults never make their beds, but it's good to know how to make one. Teach your kid how to make a bed, and things will be good. I
totally agree. Next would be carry your own damn stuff. Holy cow. You go on vacation with your kids and they've got a backpack and suitcase?
Yeah.
Who's carrying all that stuff from the car to the terminal? Yeah, it's usually mom and dad.
Yeah, usually dad.
Yeah.
Come on, this is a show for men.
Kids are doing this the whole time.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I hope that's not too heavy, Dad.
Yeah. So they can't possibly carry a suitcase or a backpack while they have the phone in both hands. So, really, past the age of 8, you should be able to carry your own backpack and or suitcase and or whatever stuff. If you're going baseball practice, carry your own bat and glove and your own bat bag. You can certainly carry your own stuff.
Oh, and by the way, but I mentioned, this isn't up for negotiation.
No.
We're doing this episode so we don't have to do it again over and over and over. We just turn this on for the kids. Next up, loading the dishwasher. Those dirty dishes don't wash themselves. God knows. Teach them to load the dishwasher properly so that the parts can move freely and the dishes get done. And conversely, the next one would be
unload the dishwasher.
For God's sakes, man.
Holy cow. They'd rather rinse off a dirty spoon than to open up, because if you open up the dishwasher and just take out one spoon, then that's being lazy.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So instead of doing that, they'll go get a spoon that's in the sink already that they probably used earlier.
Right.
Rinse it off, take a paper towel, dry it off, and then use that spoon.
And
no matter what they're eating, if it's steak, they'll eat steak with a spoon.
And then there's no DNA on any of the silverware.
Exactly. It's been wiped.
Next up, return something to the store. I know most adults hate returns. I know I do. Especially the day after Christmas. But standing in line, waiting your turn, and explaining why you're returning something is an important skill your kids will use for the rest of their lives. And you know what's even better? Do the research first so you buy the right thing so you don't have to take it back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, and if you buy something, buy it at Costco. The return policy is amazing.
Okay. I thought same thing with Walmart, but okay, yeah. Sure, Ron.
Holy cow. Yeah, Costco. 2 thumbs up. Next on the list, and this is one of my big ones, read a map.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Everybody's got Waze or Google Maps on their phone. But at some point, if you're someplace that there's no cell service and you're kind of lost, you need to know how to read a map. I know
you need to know what a map is.
Most people don't
start
know.
There.
Oh, when did they start printing Google Maps?
Holy cow, that's something new.
Yeah, this is crazy. There's a Google Map on paper. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, I did Sheriff's Patrol, and I was a training officer, and the thing that would just absolutely kill me, we used those Thompson Brother map books.
Oh, I remember those. Everyone had them in the car.
People, as you're driving along, they will turn the book upside down to get the direction that they're going, so they don't have to turn right or left. No. It's always right side up. Right side up. You're always, you know, north is always at the top.
And it doesn't rotate with the steering wheel.
West is always this way. East is always that way. And south is always that way. So you have to learn north, south, east, and west. And that's a huge pet peeve for me. I would get very upset when people did not know how to read a map.
All right, my friends, there you go. A list of some practical life skills we may or may not have forgotten to teach our kids. We hope you find them helpful. We'll see you next time on Men Are So Smart. Bye-bye.
Bye.